Hello, welcome to my house, welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda from Mexico and I'm very happy to have all of you here like every Wednesday. Today I'm going to show you how to create this hat and collar with just one skein of yarn and with your needles. I will use two needles of two different numbers. Later on I will give you the material list. As you could see, I started with one blue color, then red, and then shades of yellow and brown, and it's the nose color of the new material that I'm using. I am using a maxi long of Alice. I love making this garment because it's like magic. The upper color you can use it to as a hat, and if you don't want to wear it as a hat or you don't have too much cold, well, you can use it as a collar too. I put two buttons at the back so you can adjust and make it as you want, and then I make a bigger collar in the bottom so you will be very protective and you won't feel cold at all. So I invite you to make it. I will give you the material list. Remember that you can visit my online store, and there you can see all the different colors that we have. Okay, so let's don't lose more time and I will give you the material list. Okay, to make this collar and hat we are going to need one skein of yarn of maxi long. Each skein of yarn is of 250 grams and one needles of number 12 and needles of number 4. Remember that if you want to use the same materials that I use, here I will leave the info. Also remember to add to the material list 3 bottoms and 1 embroidery needle. We are going to start with the top of our project, the one that I use as a hat and as a collar, okay? So we are going to cast on 50 stitches, okay? Using what? Just thread. I like to cast on the stitches like this because I feel that I don't waste too much material, but it's up to you. If you know another way of how to cast on, well, it's okay. Remember that you have to cast on 50. When you finish to cast on, you are going to knit one and you are going to pour one. Knit one and pour, and like this the whole row. In the next row you are going to make the same using both numbers of needles, okay? So you are going to pass the first one, and then where you knit you are going to knit, and where you pour you are going to pour. So here, as you could see here, you have a cross thread. This means that you are going to pour, and like this the whole row until you get 15 centimeters along of your hat. Well, here I stop because I obtained the length of the hat that I want. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And here we are going to bind off. I am going to bind off here because I want to have enough material to continue making the collar, okay? So I suggest that you should make the same number of rows to have our complete project. This is how we are going to bind off. We are going to take two together, we are going to knit them, and we are going to come back with one, and like this the whole row. When we finish to wind off, we are going to cut a thread like this, not too short, and then we are going to make a chain. Then we are going to cut a long thread, and this one we are going to use it to close our hat. Okay, I will show you how. Approximately of 40 centimeters. Then we are going to save this thread and we are going to use it at the end, but it's very important that you save this thread. Okay, now we are going to start with the color. We are going to cast on like we made before, and we are going to use both needles to make it. Okay, so I will show you how. We are going to cast on 60 stitches. And like this we are going to make 9 rows like we were making before. We are going to knit one and pour one, knit one and pour one, and like this 9 rows. Okay, then I'm going to stop to teach you how we are going to increase. So I'm going to show you how we are going to count the rows. We are going to count using this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10, and 9, sorry. And here we are going to increase. So we are going to pass the first one, then we are going to pour the second one as it shows, and then knit 3, pour 4, and knit 5. Then here in the next one, using the same stitch, we are going to make 3. Look, knit 1, then pour 1 using the same stitch, and then knit 1. Look how from 1 I get 3. Then knit, pour, knit, and we are going to make 5. We are going to count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then in the second one we are going to increase like we made before. Using the same stitch we are going to get 3. Like this the whole row, increasing after 5. So I had 60, but then I increased and I have now 77 approximately stitches. Now we are going to turn around and we are going to knit them like we knit before. So I passed the first one, then knit 1, pour, knit, and pour, and like this the whole row. Then we are going to make 9 like this one. Okay, well, here as you can see I made the increase and then I made 9 rows more. As you could see here, like I have a lot of stitches and it's not enough for the kind of needles that I have. There are plenty of accessories that you can use to stop this, to keep all your stitches in the needle. If you don't have one, well, I have one tip and one secret. Maybe it's not the correct thing to do, but well, if you don't have any other option, well, it's very useful. What I use is it's a tape like this one. I don't know what's the correct name, but I use this kind of tape and I put it at the beginning and at the end of my needle to make sure that I won't lose any stitch. Well, I want to stop here You are going to use as many tape as you need to make sure that you won't lose any stitches, okay? But I want to stop here because I want you to see like all the colors and the beautiful stitch that we are creating using these two types of needles. It looks like garter stitch, but it's not, and I love how we can mix different numbers of needles to create this amazing garment. But well, let's continue. Remember that if you want to use the same material that I'm using, you can visit the online store or you can visit the warehouse that is in Spain. We will be very happy to see you there. Okay, after we made the 9 rows, then we are going to increase again. We are going to try to increase the stitches with the 12 number needle, okay? But it's difficult for you. Well, you can try until the next row, okay? So remember that after 5 stitches, you are going to increase using the same stitch. So in the same stitch, you are going to increase 3. Look, like this. Knit 1, purl 1, and like this. And when we finish this row of increase, we are going to continue like this until we finish the skein of yarn that we have left. The only thing that you have to take care of, pay attention, is that you have to leave plenty of yarn to bind off the our color, okay? So I will continue. And remember to finish this increased row after 5, you are going to increase 3 in one stitch. Where here I finished the row of increase, I have approximately 110 stitches. From here I'm going to continue. I'm not going to increase anymore, I'm just going to left 3 meters to bind off at the end, but this is it, okay? So I will stop to teach you how we are going to bind off. So let's continue. This is how we are going to bind off, okay? So I already left 3 meters to bind off. So we are going to take 2, knit 1, and come back with 1. And again, I will do it slowly so you can see how it is. When we finish this, we are going to sew, okay? Well, now with the embroidery needle, we are going to use the eye to sew, and then we are going to take one from here and one from the other side, okay? And like this until we finish to join our color, okay? At the end you will make a knot and then you are going to hide all these threads, okay? And also remember to sew like we sewed the color here, and save this because I'm going to show you how we are going to pass through this thread to create our hat. So we are going to pass through this thread in this edge. I choose this one because this one I want it to the front because it's more tight. So I'm going to use the loose edge to make this. So we are going to continue making this through all the edge, and then we are going to make a knot. I will show you how we are going to wear it, okay? Well, then we are going to use the bottoms that I told you at the beginning, and we are going to place them here because then we are going to use them if we want to use the hat or not, and it will be very useful to join both parts, okay? So you can use the shapes that you want. In this case I choose this one in circles. I like them. And well, I will sew them and I will join the buttons to this color, okay, and you can place them like this, and then this garment will be ready to wear it, okay. So what do you think? I love making this garment. As you can see, you can make it in so many different ways. If you don't want to use your hat, well, you can scroll the hat and use the buttons that we place at the back. And like you want, you can make it, you can use the hat and like that. But well, I want to invite you because I will be very soon in Bilbao, Spain. This is a trendy fair that I love to go. I go every year, and every year that I go, it's so different. So we will be at the end of January and at the beginning of February of the next year of 2019. So I hope that you can make it. I hope that you can visit this fair. It is so beautiful. But well, here I will leave all the information. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave all your comments. Remember that if you have any doubt, you can send us an email, or you can here leave all your messages. As soon as I read them, as soon as I answer back, okay. So thank you so much for watching these videos. Hope that you like it. Give me a like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave your comments, okay. Share if you like this video also, and thank you so much, and see you next Wednesday. Bye.